to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and we're here again today over by the sheep farm, as I figured it would probably be a good way to start to show you what I've done, and then we are going to start today's project, or one of today's projects, depending on how much time we have. So, as you can see, there's a bunch of chests here now that weren't here before, so I'll kind of show you what these are all about. This one was here. This is going to eventually get replaced with an ender chest. This has wool in it. This has yellow wool, red wool, and I'm currently collecting blue wool. Putting it in there. This is all redstone stuff that I have been storing up ready for projects. Just wanted it nearby. And as you can see, the sheep farm is doing really well. Bred the sheep plenty of times, got lots of wool so far. And you may be asking why there are blue sheep in there. And why do I need a lot of blue wool? Well, truth be told, I don't really need any of these. I just really want to get 2 rows of every colour wool. Don't ask me why, I guess bragging rights maybe. It's just an objective that I want to go for. We'll have to see how it goes. We're approaching, I guess, the 4th colour of the 16. So we're almost a quarter of the way there, so hopefully we can do it. Getting lots of wool this way. I decided against actually using the integration in the end, purely because I won't be using this very often. So I decided to save my redstone for other projects than trying to integrate a huge filter and everything else into the storage system when I will barely be ever using this farm. So I don't use wool very often outside of the pathways in the lab base, so I figured it was probably not going to be as useful as some of the other farms. Another big thing as well is it's not automatic like other farms are. For example, like the chicken farm, it's fully automatic. It just does its own thing. The cocoa bean farm, I just have to stand on a pressure plate and hold down right mouse and it's automatic. They make much more sense to be integrated. This I have to do everything manually, so I guess it's not such a big deal having to transport it a little bit of a ways either. So this is just my shears dispenser. I got some shears in there. This is my dyes chest, where I can store dyes. All of these chests in here will eventually be moved. I'm just using it as temporary storage for right now. These chests, at least this one, I'm going to bring with me because I want to bring some supplies with me for today's project. But I did want to give you an update on the sheep farm. And hopefully I can get all of the colours of wool so that if we ever do need them, I'll have plenty of them in the future, I guess. So I'll put the lapis away, and we'll put that away. For now, all I want is my TNT. I don't think I need any of this stuff. So the project I want to kind of kick things off with here is going to be over here. So we're going to go out of the farming area, and we are going to be heading over this way. By the way, if you're wondering about those furnaces down there, the only reason I'm not using this furnace setup at the moment is it doesn't have any fuel in it. I've not got around to properly fueling it up yet. I haven't done a lot of smelting, so it's not really been high on my priority list. I've been working on the completely irrelevant and not in any way useful task of getting all that wool. So, I don't know how you would really define my use of time there. So we're going to be working on this today, or at least part of today. So we have this connecting corridor which leads from the lab base and where the dark room is to the branch mines. And we have various things down here. And what I would like to do is kind of make this more useful again. This is going to stay. That goes up to the surface. That's my little minecart. But this area is not really too useful anymore. So we're going to think about maybe doing some redesigning around here. What I'm thinking of doing is ripping out these 2 walls and doing some sort of minecart setup. Maybe some fancy decorative minecart thing. Because I don't need this potato field anymore. I have a chicken farm and I had the farm stack a long time before that. So really, the only thing I ever come down here for are the branches themselves, which I have done a little bit of branch mining off camera to get some redstone. But I would like it to be a little bit more useful than just a branch mine. So I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this area yet. But as I say, I do know what I want to do with this area here. So this area, this connecting tunnel, I'm actually going to blow open a cavern using TNT. So I'm going to make a cavern and terraform it with sandstone. I guess we'll get this gold out of the wall. What Y level are we at? 11? We might even hit some diamonds then by doing this. Do I have my fortune? I do. So we really need to find the halfway point between the two. And that is about here, I would say, roughly. You can kind of see both sides just. So I think for now, what I would like to do is sort of pack in some TNT here. Get this gold. I'm not sure. I don't really use TNT. It has to be said. So I don't know what this is necessarily going to do. I don't think there is anything nearby that could potentially blow up, aside from some torches, of course. So I think that'll be enough to get us started. I have 15 TNT left. There we go. That was extreme. Oh my. Not quite what I was looking for. Definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be. There's the arrow. I guess we'll get down in here and light it up. More gold in the wall. No diamonds, though. It's kind of what I wanted. Sort of. I was actually hoping that it'd be a bit bigger. So, we don't really have a lot of room that way, but what about this way? Do we have a lot of room? I'm definitely going to use the remainder of my TNT. We don't really have a lot of room that way, either. I kind of want to lean more towards this because we have less built here. So I'm going to do another one of these. I don't know how much TNT I'm going to be able to pack in. I could probably get away with a 9 here. That should be far enough away, I'm hoping. And I'm also hoping it actually goes through. And a slime instantly spawns. Oh my. There is definitely a lot of activity around here already. That looks pretty good. We're going to need to clear this out a little bit. That's for sure. I'm gonna get some torches down here. I was really hoping we'd hit some diamonds, but obviously not. That's a shame. Yes, slimies. Lots and lots of slimes. Not for long, though. I'm gonna remedy that, hopefully. So, what I'm thinking I want to do now is I definitely want to expand the corridor here. That's a given. Just like so. Emerald there. I may hit diamonds this way, too. I didn't think about that. There we go. It's certainly got the rough look that I was going for. There's no question of that. Got some lapis there that I can mine for some more dye. So let's bust this open as well. Miss out the light switch for the time being. I'm going to carve this out. We can't open up there, though. Okay. But we can open up from here. I'm going to have to do something about that. Where that staircase is for the time being. Yeah, there's some redstone. Could definitely make use of that. Here are more slimes. So, let's clear this out too. So the plan is to make a connecting bridge between the two caverns. Well, between the two branches, I guess. Make a corridor is what I'm looking for here. And then we'll be able to walk over it, and it'll be a little bit more pretty than just a 2x1 corridor, essentially. That's what I'm going for. We have some ores in the walls. Got a monster. I'm gonna have to make sure that we keep things well lit so that we don't lower the darkroom rates. Some dirt up there. So I'm going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming here before we get the result I'm exactly looking for. But I think we're in good shape to start off with for now. I think the next thing to do is going to be to go ahead and get some stone bricks, connect the two areas up with a bridge, and also begin work on terraforming this. And that's going to take some time, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get on with a little bit off camera here, kind of cleaning stuff up and doing some terraforming, and then I'll be back in a little while here. Ugh. Everywhere I go, slimes. I just can't get away from them. So, as you can see, I've been working quite hard in this cavern that we blew out in the last clip there. And I would say it's pretty much done at this point. We'll explain what that is in a minute. So, this is the ladder that we used to have. That's still there. I terraformed the entire cavern, made it sandstone, as you can see. I added some glowstone, there's some lava lighting as well. We've got a lava pool below. And I left some of the ores in the walls just for decoration. And I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I wanted to show you what was through here. Through here is a cavern. There was once a lava pool. I also found some diamonds right there. I got 10 diamonds using fortune, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this up now. Just wanted to show you what that was. That's where I got my lava mostly from for this lava pool here, for under the bridge. And I think this looks really cool. It's a lot better entrance to the branch mine than what we had before. This is straight through to this tunnel and then into this room. And as you can see, I've also done a little bit of work in here, not too much. I ripped the walls out. We didn't really need those anymore, so I took those out, and I was kind of deciding on what to do, and I think I've finally got an idea that I want to roll with, so we're going to look at that now. But all told, I'm pretty happy. Looks pretty cool. I like the ores, and I think this is going to serve our purposes quite nicely, and it's a lot better entrance than what was there before. So this is all the stuff that I kind of picked up as I was working. I cleared a lot of stuff out along the way. Stack that. I guess we'll put the diamonds and the gold away now, because I ripped up the potato field and all that sort of stuff. So what I think I want to do here is kind of create a work area, and that's why I have all these furnaces. I think I have some wood. I do not have any wood. I will have to go get some wood to make some more workbenches. I don't have any in here either. So I'll go and run and get some wood at some point. We'll have some workbenches in here and that kind of thing, and some anvils. We'll have a little minecart area so that it looks like a proper mine workstation. So that's the fortune pit. We don't want to use that one. We're going to use the silk touch. I want to tear this up because it's kind of surplus to requirements now. I'm going to do a different floor design. So I'm going to kind of redo a lot of things in here, it has to be said. So I'm not going to terraform the branch mine in there to sandstone. It would just take too long, and it's kind of pointless, honestly, because that is just a branch mine. There's nothing too special about it, so... Oh, there's some redstone. Making sure that I keep on top of mining redstone with fortune, being as how low we're getting. We're going to look out and find some more diamonds again. I found my 10 diamonds behind redstone off camera, so that was pretty cool. How much redstone was that? 39. That'll certainly help. Let me get my stone bricks back out here. Kind of fill that in. Get rid of that. So, what do we got now? We kind of have the floor sorted out somewhat. This will need to be replaced here at some point. So now we have this sort of long wall to work with. I'm thinking we'll probably have an area back here. This will probably be our little anvil area. Let's fill this in. I feel like my sound might be a bit lower than normal. Let me see. That's fine. What about in here? No, everything looks good. I don't know what that is all about. the sound's a little bit quieter. Then we'll need this smooth stone. Turn that into stone bricks. There we go. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the walls. I don't necessarily want to use hardened clay for this, or stained clay. So, I think what I would like to do is I'll have to go to the desert anyway and pick up more sandstone. Probably want to turn that into sandstone back there. Oh, I think I know what's causing the volume troubles. I still have that problem with the headset that I had a few episodes ago, where I can only hear out of one earpiece sometimes. I haven't had time to sit down and replace it. I know that's weeks ago, but things get in the way, I'm afraid. But I'll get it done eventually. Mainly, the reason for doing it is I don't want to mess with my audio while I am working in such a big project like the lab base here, that I don't want to ruin the audio while I'm working on stuff. When I've done the lab, then I can probably take a little bit of time, like a day or two, to actually properly set it up and get good audio levels again and that kind of thing, like we have now, rather than having terrible audio for 3 videos that no one wants to see. So that's what I'm mainly working on. That's going to get moved. Kind of have like this outer ring here. And we only have one workbench so far. I kind of want the workbenches to be out in the middle of everything. Just kind of seems to make more sense to me. These, I might keep these, but I might change them a little bit. Do something a little bit like that, and if I did, oops, if I did that, that would kind of look nice, I feel. Got some furnaces there. I think our minecart area should be over here. We definitely want some storage, that's no question of that. And I'm going to use my remaining sandstone. Can I break that? I can break these. Just to see what this would begin to look like, at the very least. Bit like that. Getting a lot of FPS lag, which is not helping things. Why did I build such a laggy base? Oh dear. I like that. I think that might look pretty cool. I do think we are going to have to keep on top of where we have these beams as well. I want to make sure that that looks good. But I'm going to have to go get some more sandstone to sort of terraform the walls here in order to do that. I don't have any wood, as I say, so I can't make any more workbenches. Beds. I may have like a little bedroom area, maybe, like a dormitory of some sort where people would sleep, sleeping quarters, that kind of thing. But already I think this is going to look much better than what we had before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue sort of changing things here where I can, and then I'll probably be back in a little while when I've made some more progress. So I'll be back soon. Okay guys, so we're reaching the end of the work on the branch mine area now. I've got the last few supplies that I need to really finish it off. I've been working hard off camera to wrap up the design and things like that we were just working on. So obviously we've seen all of this. There's a slime down here. This is obviously a slime chunk. So slimes are once again in the area. But there's not much I can do about that aside from half slab and everything, which I don't really want to do. So this is what we've got. So I think we had this before, but I needed to put in some lighting. So we have all the walls nicely done with sandstone now. We've got some workbenches, some anvils here. We have a little dormitory, which is what I want to work on. I want to get an extra bed down, put that door on. And I also want to make some books. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 27, and then I can add the leather, and then I can go ahead and make a couple bookshelves here. Decent amount of wood. And then I can drop these, oh, I don't know, right there. There we go. The ceiling looks like it still needs some stone bricks. I did forget about that. I don't think I have any left here either, do I? Nope. Nope. So I'm going to need to get a few more stone bricks to finish that roof. I did bring some iron bars to seal these up. Got a little bit of lava lighting. Now this area over here is completely new. This was not here before. This part was, but this part wasn't. So I'll kind of explain what this is. So we have a little storage area here, some workbenches. These are just empty, they're just for looks. And then we have a little minecart area here. These levers do work, although there's not much point to flicking them. They don't really do anything. And there is a rail line that goes out here. It just dead ends. There's no real reason to do anything particularly special with that. But I could kind of lock carts into position like this if I wanted to. Or I could have them go open that way. This is a little assessment area, I guess, where it's raised up, where the workmen down here would look in the cart and take stuff out. We've got some, as I say, some nice ambient light in there. This is the main branch mine. That's just part of a branch. It doesn't really go anywhere. And as we've already seen the dormitory, I think that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's not really too much of a big, complicated area. All I wanted it to be is kind of a bit nicer than it was, and a bit more useful than it previously was. Since I didn't have the bulk storage area here anymore, it didn't really have a use, so it was nice to actually give it a use again. Even if it's just more of an aesthetic one than a useful one. Obviously, we can still access, you know, the branch mines. There is still the ender chest here. There's a bed if we need that. We have chests here if we want to store cobblestone or something until we go back up to the bulk storage area, or if I want to put my valuables away, get some mining supplies out, that kind of thing. Can I pick that up? So I do need to go ahead and get a few more stone bricks just to put the roof in this room. But aside from that, I would say we're pretty much done with this area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm also going to kind of organize my inventory. I have a lot of junk, both on me and in the ender chest, that I would like to organize. And then we'll probably pick up another project that I want to work on. I also need to put some stone bricks there too. And then we'll probably work on that for a bit. So I'm going to get to work on sorting things out, and then I will be back.